When God was creating man, he did not hide the creation of man from Satan. When God was creating man, he did not hide the creation of man from Satan. When he was creating man, he made Satan to be part of the project. So there is nothing about man that Satan did not know. But there is only one thing God hides from Satan. There is something he did not allow Satan to know about man. That is the grave of man. God did not create the grave of men in the eyes of Satan. So, Satan can only borrow eye from the sinful nature of men to discover their grave. And that is why once Satan, the spirit of death, discovered the grave of men, God can save that soul from his hand. One of the certificates Satan used in killing men on earth is to present their grave before God. The grave of men is hidden from Satan. But when God was creating man, he said in the book of Genesis, Satan was part of creation of men. He said, come, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. So Satan was part of creation of man. Are we there in the scripture?
So, Genesis 1 verse 26.
Genesis 1:26.
Then God said,
let us make man in our image.
Let us make man in our image.
According to our likeness.
So according to our likeness.
Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea.
Let the men we have created, let them have dominion
over the fish of the sea.
Over the fishes
of the
over the sea,
over the bird of the air,
over the birds of the air,
over the cattle, over all the earth,
over all the creeping things that creeps on earth. That means Satan was part of creation. Satan knows everything about man.
Ezekiel 28:14.
Ezekiel 28:14.
You were the anointed cherub who covers.
He said, you are the anointed cherub
who covers.
Who covers.
I established you.
He said, I establish you.
You were on the holy mountain of God.
Now, Satan was with God in the holy mountain of God.
You walk back and forth in the midst of fiery stone.
You walk back and front in the midst of the fury. So Satan was there when God was creating man. But there is something that Satan was not there when God was forming it. God did not reveal the grave of men to Satan. That is why anytime any spirit want to kill men, the first capital assignment of any spirit that want to kill men on earth is to discover their grave. Once they discover their grave, nothing will save them from the hand of that spirit. And the only way the spirit of death can discover the grave of men is to connect eye to the error of men. It is the error of men that reveal their grave. We are in a season. Is somebody hearing me?
Yes, sir.
We are in a season in Job
3:22.
Read 21 to 23. Lift up your hand now.
Who long for death?
Who long for death?
For it does not come.
It does not come.
And search for it more than hidden treasures.
Now Satan cannot kill men until they are able to search for the grave of men. And the only time Satan present your grave to God, God will feel sorry. Because it is mistake and error in men that gives Satan eye to see their grave. And this is only season. Men also has power to close their graves with their hand. If your grave is visible, no matter the name of church you go, no matter the name of your pastor, Satan will kill you when they are ready to kill you. No spirit will save you not to die in the hand of any spirit that want to kill you once they have present your grave before your creator.
Because Satan can only discover the grave of men from the error, from the mistake of men. He said, who search
for it more than hidden treasures,
who long for death,
but it does not come.
It does not come.
And search for it.
He searched for it
more than hidden treasures.
They search. Satan is searching for grave of men more than hidden treasure.
Who rejoice exceedingly.
Who do what?
Rejoice exceedingly.
Did you hear what the Bible say? When Satan see the grave of men, they rejoice
and are glad.
They rejoice exceedingly and are glad
when they can find the grave.
Once they find your grave, lift up your hand.